Hello there, you're watching VNews Bulletin. I'm Vungo presenting you today top stories as usual.
National Assembly discusses progress of 2024 Socio-Economic Development Plan. Nearly 30% of vehicles to be electric by 2030. And later on, beauty of Vietnamese ceramics showcased at Artisans Solo Exhibition.
The 15th National Assembly continued the 8th session in Hanoi on November 4th with a number of important contents. More details in the following report.
Deputies to the 15th National Assembly evaluated the progress of the Socio-Economic Development Plan for 2024 and discuss a draft plan for 2025 on November 4th, as part of their ongoing 8th session in Hanoi. According to a government report, the country's socio-economic situation is getting better through months and quarters, with many important achievements in almost all areas. So far, 14 out of the 15 targets have been reached or surpassed, the report said. GDP growth hit 6.82% in the first 9 months of this year, which is projected at 6.8 to 7% for the whole year, higher than the target set by the National Assembly at 6 to 6.5%.
The Vietnam Trade Office in Canada has taken part in the 2024 MIBI Expo, an international investment promotion exhibition in Montreal to enhance cooperation and connections between the two countries.
MIBI Expo serves as a forum to promote business opportunities and connect Canada with the world, creating mutually beneficial partnerships. Vietnam's participation aims to foster connections and create an ecosystem under existing free trade agreements between the two countries, as well as the upcoming ASEAN-Canada Free Trade Agreement.
Vietnam aims to attract partners with similar advantages under free trade agreements and complementary benefits. Vietnam and Canada are particularly well matched in this area, able to support each other and optimize production processes and supply chains.
Vietnam and Montreal now have direct shipping links via the Hai Phong port, facilitating logistics and supply chains. Known for its cultural diversity, Montreal is well positioned to connect communities and foster business opportunities.
I know that usually South Asian communities, they like to live, trust, and then do business. So this kind of way of doing business, it's in the DNA of Montrealers communities, and we can build something, between Vietnam and Montreal, Quebec, and Canada.
Vietnam's participation in the exhibition offers new opportunities to expand business and investment cooperation with the Montreal region, while also strengthening trade links between Vietnam and Canada and throughout North America.
The Ministry of Transport has set a target that 30% of cars and 22% of motorbikes will be powered by electricity by 2030. Let's take a look.
This is one of the solutions to achieve the goal of reducing 5.9% of greenhouse gas emissions in the transport sector under a plan issued by the ministry recently. Reviews will be carried out to amend the National Technical Standards for automobiles with updated regulations for electric vehicles. The ministry will develop a circular regulating the classification of road vehicles, signs to identify vehicles using clean, green, and environmentally friendly energies, together with the issuance of standards for roadside rest stops, including regulations on charging stations. Studies will also be carried out to develop the charging infrastructure system and integrate into the road transport infrastructure planning for 2021 to 2030 period, with a vision to 2050. Under the plan, the ministry also set a target that there will be 623 compressed natural gas buses by 2030, including 423 in Ho Chi Minh City and 200 in Hanoi. In addition, 100% of road vehicles will use biofuel E5 by 2030.
Despite a modest influx of foreign direct investment in the real estate sector since early 2024, experts see a silver lining in the surge of FDI into high-tech manufacturing.
The latest data from the General Statistics Office revealed that total registered FDI in Vietnam reached $24.78 billion as of late September, marking an annual increase of 11.6%. The southern region has been a magnet for FDI, particularly cities and provinces with robust infrastructure, a stable workforce supply, and proactive investment promotion, such as Ho Chi Minh City, Ba Ria Vung Tau, Binh Duong, Dong Nai, and Ninh Thuan provinces. Economists attributed this trend to companies seeking to diversify their supply chains or relocate production lines from China, where labor and production costs have become less competitive. Vietnam's strategic location in the heart of Southeast Asia makes it an attractive alternative. Real estate experts said the surge in FDI within the manufacturing sector is having a ripple effect on various real estate segments, including offices, service departments, and industrial properties, as demand continues to grow.
The capital city of Hanoi is moving forward with a plan to restrict polluting vehicles across 12 districts, aiming to improve air quality and reduce congestion.
Following public feedback on an initial draft for low-emission zones, LEZs, the city has issued a revised proposal detailing 6 criteria to designate LEZs. Under Hanoi's urban master plan, LEZs will range all emission-restricted areas through to 2030, with a vision extending to 2050. The 12 targeted districts include densely populated areas. 5 more districts are expected to be established by 2025, and will join the LEZ plan alongside 2 planned cities to the north and the west. Additional criteria include zones with consistently poor air quality, particularly those failing national standards for a year or more, and areas with public support for stricter emission standards. In the short term, the draft advises local authorities to ban heavy diesel trucks, prioritize vehicles meeting Euro 4 emission standards, and impose entry fees for vehicles below this standard or those failing to meet emission regulations. Residents and businesses within LEZs will have 12 months to transition to low-emission or compliant vehicles. The pilot LEZ model, with accompanying vehicle restrictions, is expected to launch in early 2025.
A Vietnamese eloquence contest was held recently at Ganda University of International Studies in Japan's Chiba Prefecture, drawing 21 students from 8 universities, colleges, and high schools that teach the Vietnamese language across Japan.
According to organizers, this is the 18th edition of the contest. Together with the previous times, it aims to create a playground for students to demonstrate the presentation and communication skills in Vietnamese.
This is a good chance for contestants to exchange and improve their Vietnamese skills. I found that their language skills have been much better.
At the contest, new learners were asked to read some poems by Vietnamese authors such as Xuân Diệu and Hoàng Thanh Tâm. In particular, to win the contest, participants in 2 topics of the eloquence this time must have a good knowledge about the Vietnamese culture and high level in Vietnamese. Vietnamese has been taught in Ganda University in April 2001. Together with other universities and schools, the teaching of Vietnamese has contributed to strengthening cultural exchange and cooperation between Vietnam and Japan.
I really appreciate the role of Japanese universities, colleges, high schools, where Vietnamese is taught in connecting students to share their learning experience and promoting the Vietnamese culture in Japan.
Many participants from this contest is hoped to become bridges of friendship between the countries in the future.
I am very happy to win a contest. I plan to return to Vietnam after graduating to work as a translator for an information technology company.
Within the contest framework, Vietnamese students studying Japanese in Canada University of International Studies had a chance to meet and exchange with their Japanese peers through culture and music programs.
Over 100 ceramic artworks by meritorious artisan Trần Nam Tước are currently on display at the Nam Tước Soul of Earth exhibition in Hanoi. The event celebrates traditional values and fosters pride in Vietnam's cultural heritage.
The exhibition is divided into three main themes. The first, Quán River Ceramics, reflects Trần Nam Tước deep connection to his roots, featuring pieces inspired by the river in his hometown and the childhood memories. The second theme, Ceramics and Lacquer, showcases a unique combination of the two traditional materials, producing artworks rich in national identity that bridge ancient and modern perspectives. And the final theme, Bát Tràng Ceramics, highlights the influence of the renowned Bát Tràng pottery village on the artisan's career.
Tran Nam Tuoc's skilled hands have created visually stunning pieces that evoke a sense of wonder. It doesn't matter whether viewers are experts or casual observers. His ceramics resonate with everyone, especially younger generations. His work inspires them to honor tradition while finding their own creative voices.
In the exhibition, Tước not only creates the works but also acts as a storyteller, sharing Vietnam's traditional cultural values through contemporary artistic expression and guiding viewers in the journey to discover the beauty of Earth.
I started as a simple craftsman driven by passion. For me, creating ceramics is an emotional process rooted in the disciplined techniques of traditional pottery.
The Nam Tước Soul of Earth exhibition will be open to the public until November 2nd at the Far North Exhibition House, 16 Ngô Quyền Street, offering visitors a unique opportunity to explore the intersection of Vietnamese history and contemporary art.
Ho Chi Minh City welcomed more than 4.6 million foreign visitors in the first 10 months of this year, up nearly 13% compared to the same period in 2023, according to the Municipal Department of Tourism.
In the reviewed period, the number of domestic tourists to the southern metropolis reached over 30.9 million, up by 1.3%. In total, the tourism sector brought a revenue of $6.2 billion to the city, marking an 11.9% year-on-year increase. Ho Chi Minh is now developing preferential policies aimed at attracting international MICE groups. In terms of tourism development partnerships, the department has launched a collaborative tourism initiative with 13 Mekong Delta provinces and cities, highlighting 126 local attractions through a new voting platform. Additionally, a tourism development cooperation plan with the southeastern region has been issued to promote eco-friendly, sustainable travel routes that attract international visitors. For the remaining months of 2024, the city's tourism sector will collaborate with local authorities to prepare for the 4th Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Week. Efforts are also underway with the Department of Culture and Sports and the city's Athletics Federation to organize the 7th Ho Chi Minh City International Marathon. The city is also gearing up to promote tourism at events in Singapore and Malaysia to highlight the locality as a premier destination.
And that's the end of our bulletin. Thank you for being with us. We hope to see you again soon.